Hello there. A few days ago I did a video of a flip through of the new deck that I received, the Smith Waite Centennial Edition in a tin deck. I haven't had a chance to get around to using these yet, but before I do I'm going to clear them, so I thought I would do a quick video going through some of the steps that I might use to clean a deck before using it. Now when you get a new deck, before you use it, you do want to get rid of any energy that's attached to the card. Might be good, might be bad. That isn't really so much the point, is that you want this attuned to your energy before you start using it. You also want some ways to clear a deck if you're seeing clients between readings as well. So, the first way I'm going to go through is by using sound. Sound's really good at breaking up stagnant energy and moving it and clearing it. So you can hold your deck in a pack like that, or if you want, you can spread them all out. I'll just put them there for now. With all of these steps, what you want to do is you want to have the intention in your mind about what it is that you're doing. You don't necessarily have to say anything out loud, but while I'm going through these steps, for instance, with the bell, I would be thinking in my head, I'm ringing the bell over these cards with the intention that the sound clears out the negative energy so that I can have fresh cards to begin my reading. So it's personal preference, how involved you get. When I'm getting rid of energy or clearing energy, I'm right-handed, so I would use the left hand for that, and I would use the right hand to put energy into something. I would also go counterclockwise if I want to get rid of something, and clockwise if I want to increase something or put something in. So with the bell, so I would be going around like this. So notice I'm not just ringing it like that. I like to just, as the vibration of the sound's still going, just go around. And it's a case of using your intuition when that might be done. Like I said before, you might want to spread the cards out, or you might want to fan the cards. I don't have that much space, even though the cards are small, so I'll just do this. It doesn't have to be a bell like this. You could use a singing bowl, you could use tinctures, anything you like really. Sound again. Rattle. Oh, left hand. Okay. Also, while we're talking about sound, you don't have anything. All of these techniques I'm showing you, you can also use to clear anything. You could do it in a room, you could do it, on an object, on a crystal. You also want to pay attention to the box that you're going to be keeping the cards in, the cloth that you're going to be using, and anything that you're going to be storing with the cards as well. You might want to do it inside the cupboard or the drawer where you're going to be storing the cards. Okay. The next one is crystals. Now you want to program your crystals, cleanse and program them before you use that. So you would leave them out in the sunlight, or you might want to use, the same techniques that I'm showing you here over the crystal, but you want them cleared and you want them programmed. So you would fill the stone with the intention of what it is that you want. You might want to just pop your crystal on the top and leave it there until you feel it's time to take it off, or you could go a step further. You could make a grid. So clear quartz is a all-purpose stone. It also amplifies, and it's also a psychic stone as well. And I've got amethyst here just because I've got quite a few of them, but if you wanted a more spiritual twist on your readings, then I would go for amethyst, but whatever you feel's best. You could just leave them like that, or you could, if you're used to doing crystal grids, use the wand to connect the stones while seeing the intention in your mind of what it is that you're doing. And the other way to use crystals is to use wands. So this is the smoky quartz, programmed with the intention of drawing out negative energy. Left hand, so you want to just hold it. Again, you can spread the cards out. Just for simplicity, I'll leave them in a deck. You just want to draw it towards the cards and stop where you feel you should. And just slowly start to go anti-clockwise. And you'll get a feeling for how close you should be, for how big your circle should be, and for the speed. So if you just go around, you can also visualize that energy is getting sucked into the crystal. And when you feel the time is right, that crystal goes to the side, ready to be cleansed again. What you could also do at this point is use the clear quartz wand. You've cleared that of energy. You might want to leave it just as it is. Right hand, clockwise. You might want to fill the cards with an intention, which I'm going to talk a little bit about later on. So I'll quickly show you this for now though. You might want to visualize the cards being filled with cleansing energy, clear quartz. The accuracy is amplified. Whatever you want. And visualize that going into the cards. Same again, you can use this technique on anything. Do the box, do the little white booklet if it's staying in the tin. You might want to store the deck with a crystal on top of it. You could use the clear quartz, you could use smoky quartz, you could use tourmaline, obsidian, selenite's a good one, onyx. If you're doing love readings, you might want to keep it with a rose quartz. If you've got more of a spiritual twist going on, amethyst, whatever floats your boat. Next one, salt. Now, this isn't a method that I would use. I have done before, but I'm not really a fan of using salt, to be honest. The only salt I have at the minute is table salt. I've put it in this little dish. Some people will immerse their cards in salt as it is a cleanser, or, you know, sprinkle salt. But I've had bad experiences with sprinkling salt on objects. It can be quite corrosive. And I just shy away from it. But if you do want to use salt, which I've used in, you know, to clear rooms as well, salt in a little dish. Just place on the top for as long as you can, with the intention, again, that the salt is drawing out any energy and leaving the cards clear for you. Some people might also make their own salt water, like holy water, blessed water, or like gem elixirs. I'm not keen on getting the cards wet, so I don't use liquid at all. But that might be, you know, a little sprinkle. I've seen some people will actually wipe the cards down. A couple of other ways. You could leave the cards out in the sun on a windowsill, or assuming that it's not breezy outside, spread out. You could leave them under a full moon. The next way, which I've left this long because I wanted fairly near the end of the video, is to use smoke. I will tend to use smoke if I feel there's kind of an industrial strength cleansing to be had. You can use smudge stick. I think this one is, I've had this a really long time, but I hardly ever use them. So sage and, can't remember now, sage and something. You can also use incense sticks. You can get white sage incense sticks. So for this, again, you could fan the cards out, you could spread them out, but I'm just going to hold the deck. I don't have much luck with smudge sticks. So let's see if it wants to play. I'm not really keen on smoke, which is why I reserve it. I always have problems with it being lit. I never really get much smoke off them. Now obviously be careful, you don't... Just blowing on it there. Right. Again, I'm going to do this left-handed, but that's just preference. So I'll go counterclockwise. Just careful that you don't drop any of the cards. I like the smoke to go up. It's starting to go out now. This is another reason why I don't use smudge sticks. I would probably be more inclined to use incense just because I don't have this sort of problem with it staying alight. I don't know if you can even see the smoke on the camera. It's gone out. And since that's out, I'm just going to leave it. Another way is fire. Some people will dedicate a candle to the purpose of cleansing. There's not a chance in hell that I would even try that. I feel clumsy enough with the smudge. So once you've cleansed your cards, what you can do to make sure they are clear, if you're using a pendulum, depending on how you've got your pendulum programmed, so mine is instantly going counterclockwise, so that is not adequately cleansed, and I didn't think it was. I'll go over and give it a proper scene to you after this video's over. Right, so now that your cards are clear, or should be, you might want to fill the cards like earlier on with the wand, you might want to fill it with the intention of what it is that you want them to do for you. You might want to just hold them in your hands or fan them out, put them in front of your heart, put them in front of your third eye, and basically just dedicate the cards to the purpose that you want. You know, I ask these cards, I ask them giving accurate, clear information in a manner that I can easily interpret, such and such. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. If you've got nothing else at all, use visualization. Just imagine that you can see energy floating away from the cards that you don't want, and then you've got energy that you do want coming into the cards. Now I'm going to quickly go through a couple of quick fixes between readings, or if you're in a bit of a rush. So, I mean, if you've got a bell, you know, between readings, just a quick. And we also talked about the clapping. One is to knock the cards. You can also get the deck, fan them out and use your breath, blow on them. And then another technique, I will spread them out a bit for this. Using visualization, hands in the middle. It's like you're sweeping 3 times. I would normally do that. And that's about it, I think. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.